When it comes to handling stress, our furry friends aren't always the most capable, and one of their biggest stressors in life can come during a visit to the vet. So in today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we have head vet Dr. Michelle Gonzalez with some tips for making things go a little smoother and a little safer. Good to see you, Dr. G.
Good to see you too.
Oh my gosh, this little one is adorable. So who is she?
This is Becca, and she is so sweet. And she, they first told us kind of like Chihuahua Pomeranian, but the more I look at her, I found a little Dachshund, I found a little Puggle. So she's got a lot of different things, but she's about 2 months old. And she is up for adoption through Dash Animal Rescue.
Okay, and the easiest way to find them, their Facebook page, they're very involved there.
Yes.
So if you just search for Dash Animal Rescue on Facebook, they've got all their other adoptables as well.
They have tons of puppies all the time. So if this is not quite the puppy that somebody's looking for, oh, they have tons of dogs. They're constantly getting new puppies.
And Becca's probably right now, you don't know a ton about how she reacts with people. So it'd probably be good to kind of call and ask and see if she's good with kids and pets.
Exactly, because they're foster based. So the nice thing about that is that she's not in a cage, you know, not being handled. She's around other dogs, she's around people, so they will be able to tell you what kind of family is going to be the best suited for her.
Okay, all right, Becca, and then we are going to talk today about handling the stress of a vet visit, because that is a really stressful time for a lot of people, and you see it, obviously, as they come in with their pets to you. And I want to address an issue first about the fact that you're bringing pets into an area where there are some other sick pets, right?
Right, exactly. And that's something that, you know, a lot of people, it's kind of like kids at the pediatrician, that the kids come to the pediatrician and they're running around and playing with each other and you don't know what they're there for. Somebody may be there because they have a cold, they had chicken pox, you have no idea. It's exactly the same thing with dogs and cats. So the best thing is when you go to the vet, make sure that your pet stays with you, that they're not nosing up with other dogs, because there are diseases that are contagious even if an animal is not sick. One big one that we see often is kennel cough. People will call and say, my dog got kennel cough at your clinic, or my dog got kennel cough at the boarding facility, or whatever. Like, who's responsible?
Right.
Well, it's the same as if the kid gets sick at school. It's things that happen. So coming into a facility that has other animals, we got to be, you know, prepared that they can get sick.
Yeah, and you got to be responsible for
Right,
your
exactly,
pet that's in there. Okay, so why is it, though, that pets are really stressed out when you bring them to the vet?
They're in a strange environment. So they're no longer in their home where they're comfortable. There's animals, there's sounds. It depends on how socialized they are. So that's one of the biggest things, especially with dogs, is taking them to places that there are other animals, obviously after they're fully vaccinated and with all their prevention, but take them to puppy class, take them to meet other people so that they are used to that. You can tell the dogs that are well socialized in the waiting room and the ones that are not, because they're just sitting there cowering, whereas the other ones are really playful. And then with the cats, that's a lot more difficult, because cats are completely different at home than they are when they're stressed out. We get a lot of cats that people say, oh no, my cat doesn't need to be in a cage, he's really nice. They come to the hospital and all of those sounds, the dogs and everything else, they get so stressed out.
Yeah.
So kind of using common sense, you know, to protect them.
Because they don't act normal when they're stressed. They're going to do things that you're not used to. And there are products that you can look into. I know there's something you can kind of spray with your cat. There are things you can calm them down.
Right, exactly. There is a pheromone product called Feel Away, and you can find it at most veterinary clinics, and you can also find it at some of the bigger pet stores. And basically, a pheromone spray is just supposed to decrease the anxiety level. So it's a good thing to spray on a towel, put that towel inside of the cage, and then put the cat in there. And it's supposed to calm them down. Then when you get to the vet clinic, you take the towel out and put it on the treatment table, and then the cat should still stay relaxed.
So is it all about kind of, I mean, even if you know your animal, just preparing for anything when you go to the vet?
Absolutely. We have a lot of people, again, mostly with cats, but it happens with dogs as well, that at home you're not trying to do stuff to them. You're not injecting them. You're not looking in their ears. You're not stressing them out. So they come in and, you know, they want to hold their pet during the procedures. The pet is stressed out, they can potentially scratch or bite. And that's one of the things that, you know, we have signs all over the place at our facility, and a lot of veterinarians do. Please let our staff hold your pet, and people don't understand and they get upset. And it's because we know that they don't mean to be bad or mean, they're just stressed out and scared, and that's just the way that some of them react.
So you got to be prepared, talk to your vet ahead of time, see if there's things you can do to make it at least a little less stressful.
Because it should not be a scary thing. They should be able to come in and be relaxed and calm.
Okay, all right, Dr. G, thanks again. You can adopt Becca through Dash Animal Rescue. You can find them on Facebook if you want to take her home, and that might be if I don't take her home, because
I know, right?
she is
so adorable.
All right, thanks, Dr. G.